Hello there, my name is Phenexa, and today we're trying the game called The Farmer Was Replaced. The farmer is getting replaced by me, actually by my drones here. We're going to program and optimize a drone to automate a farm and watch it to do the work for us. Our job is to collect the resources to unlock better technology and become the most efficient farmer in the world. So improving is probably a good idea here. So yeah, improving our problem solving and coding skills. The problem is, I wouldn't even say it's a problem because I would say I'm good in learning, but yeah, maybe other people would say it's probably a problem that I've never coded before. So this is going to be very, very interesting to play. I am eager to learn though, and I think that's the most important part. So let's just start getting started. The window contains information about everything in this game or in the game. You can move windows around by dragging and dropping the gray part of the window. You can move around by dragging anywhere outside the windows. To get started with program, go to the first program page by clicking it. This is cool that you can do this one, and I guess, oh god, I'm already scared of this window. First program, text editor. All programming is done in code windows. Each code window corresponds to a text file containing code. You can rename the file by clicking on its name at the top of the window. Okay. And then the code can be edited like an text editor as long as it's not running. You can execute the program directly by pressing the green play button in the code window. Of course, and nothing is running here yet. What is this saying? Starts or stops execution of the window of the code in this window, and this is executes one step of the code. Okay. That means you can create more code files using the plus button over here, then create a new code file in the upper right corner of the screen. You can dock a window to another window by dragging it into. How does that work? Dragging it into? I know, I don't even know. Do you want to do? No. I don't want to delete. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, I want to delete this one. Okay, I'm already panicking. All right, you can create more and then dragging into. You will notice that once you start typing, a simple code completion window will pop up. Press tab to insert the code completion and use the arrow keys to navigate through the completion options. Don't worry if this is your first time programming. The language is unlocked step by step, so you won't be overwhelmed by all the things you can do. The syntax is also similar to that of Python, which is one of the most widely used programming languages in the world. So learning it is not completely wasted. Even better. I just remember I did a bit of Python. Just a bit though. And then I got distracted by so many other things in the world. Oh God. Don't worry if this is, I already had this one. If you already know Python, it's not a problem either. You'll just be able to skip the early game quickly to get to the more interesting stuff. Code is a sequence of statements that are executed on line by line. Currently, the only statements available are harvest and do a flip. What is this here standing for? These are function calls. You can think of a function as a command that can be executed. You execute it using the parenthesis. Why? Why is this necessary? Why am I not just saying harvest? Why is this not possible? Then I have to write it this way. All right. Should we restart it? Oh, I'm earning some money here. Okay, what's gonna happen? Oh, can I just copy paste this? Okay, I think a loop would be better here, right? Chop, 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 chop. Oh, there's a piggy bank flying. I just realized. And then do a flip. Okay, at the end, we're so happy we're doing a flip. Do a flip, and then we're doing this one for whatever reason. Look at the mimi. Oh my God, my first steps. We did a little backflip, right? Try tapping these states on the code window and pressing the execute button, and then unlocks. Oh, there's also some. Oh no. Oh, I hope the first thing what we're unlocking is actually a loop here. Collecting grass will give you hay. It can be used to unlock loops in the unlock menu. Open the unlocks menu with a button in the top right corner. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so the first thing you're getting is already a loop. And then, okay, so you're harvesting the things. And with the harvest stuff, you are unlocking more things. Makes sense. All right. And the first one needs 5A. We're actually rich. Not quite rich, but we're getting there. Speed 20 times. Okay. Increase the speed of the drone. And grass. Increase the yield of grass 300. Imagine you're not having loop and then you have to do this 300 times, but I don't think that's very efficient. My brain is like, yeah, you can do that just to see how it's working or if you're going to break the game. All right. Oh my God. There's so much to read. I didn't expect that. All right. But it's good. We're doing a tutorial, right? While loop. You have unlocked the while loop and the values true and false. The while loop keeps executing the loop buddy as long as the condition is true. While condition and then loop buddy. Don't worry about creating infinite loops. The delays on the execution will prevent the program from freezing. And for beginners, perhaps you have already tried to put several harvest calls in a row. Yeah, quite a bit. And a happy do a flip. This allows you to harvest several times in one program run. However, it would be nice to harvest more than 3 times, and writing the same code multiple times is bad practice. It is. And we want to write a clean code, right? The solution is a loop. A loop allows you to run the same code multiple times. The while loop takes a condition, which is a logical value that can only be in one of two states, not true, true or false. Such value is called a Boolean value. What the hell is a Boolean value? I guess it's this one, but why is it called like that? The loop then executes the code inside the loop until the condition is false. The while loop looks like this. While condition, loop buddy, okay? Where you have to replace condition with Boolean value and loop buddy with whatever you want to do in the loop. There are 2 constant Boolean values available. Constants are values that never change during the program. To create a constant Boolean value that is always true, you can simply write true. Write false is a constant Boolean value that will always be false. So you could either write while false, do a flip, or while true, do a flip. The first never do a flip, and second will do flips forever, an infinite loop. Normally, creating an infinite loop is a bad idea because it will freeze the program. But in this game, there are delays between each iteration of the loop, so it will cause the drone to keep doing a flip until you manually stop it by pressing the execute button again. Notice how the line after the colon is intended. Indentation like this is used to separate blocks of code. Just press tab to add indentation and shift and tab or backspace to remove it. The loop will repeat all intended statements after the colon. Statements after the intended block will be executed after the loop has finished. So I guess we can't just do this 300 times. I would have done it though, but I think this is not the way to go. Probably not. So I think the first thing I have to do is I need to learn what a Boolean loop actually is. Why is it even called like that? And didn't we just unlock already this one, the speed? We would be... Oh, okay, we already increased the speed of the drone, but this is... Oh, wait, oh no. Oh no, what am I reading here now? Okay, speed upgrade. The execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster than the grass can grow, resulting in no harvest at all. Oh, to deal with this, if branches and then can harvest function on, okay, the if conditions. Checking before harvesting. So far we only have true and false conditions. Oh my God, I did not even do this one yet, which is of course not very useful with if. The new function can harvest provides a better condition. Can harvest returns true. The plant under the drone can be harvested and false otherwise. If can harvest, do something. The reason you can use this function as a condition like this is because it returns a Boolean value. Again, this Boolean value, it's going to haunt me today. A return value essentially means that after the functionality is executed, the function call expression evaluates to the returned value. What happens when the above code runs? The if runs. Can harvest is called, can harvest does a thing, can harvest returns true or false. The statement is now if true or if false. The code block is only executed if it can harvest. Now we can use if to prevent the drone from harvesting too early. All I want to do is just press this button again. Oh my god, it's actually doing this so fast. Look at this. Okay, I can see though it's not going that fast. Okay. I think I need to read a bit what Boolean value is and how I can't just write harvest while condition. How am I writing while condition here? While condition. That's okay. It's not working. Okay, no, it's not working like that. And I need to read a bit into what was it called? Boolean value. I think I cannot write while condition. I have to write while true or false because this is how it starts, right? it needs to be either true or false, right? So what if I'm gonna write, okay, while, oh, okay, look at this, true. Um, then I'm gonna write this, harvest? Is this gonna work? Harvest? No, a code block must contain at least one statement. A statement can be function call like harvest or variable. Oh, wait a second. I forgot this one, right? No, what is it? If you wish to do nothing in the code block uses a pass. No, we don't want to pass. We want to harvest. We definitely want to harvest. Oh boy, I have to. Oh my god, I've got to learn so much now. I just want to do flips the whole time, but I don't think that's the point of this game. Or is it because I wrote this here? Look at this. It's gray, and this is. Oh, I think that was my mistake. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? No, true has never been defined. Must assign a value to variable before you. No matter what I'm writing, it's only caused more problems. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Well, I need to define true. How can I define true? While true. Is this how it works? Harvest? No, it's green at least. It's not green. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to do this one. While harvest. So is this gonna be a loop? I've got a problem. Yeah, it's looping, but it's not growing enough. We have to... this is tricky. I shouldn't have unlocked this one first. Now I've got another problem. I actually got another problem. The speed of the drone. Oh boy, okay. How can I... We need to fix this. I think I can close this one down, and I'm gonna pause this one here. It's about the speed upgrade, checking before harvesting. I need to make sure that it's growing first. It needs to grow first. How can I do that? I got an idea. So maybe do a flip is the point where the drone is actually waiting. So maybe it's not just a joke. Maybe it is actually something which is having a function, at least for us here, right? So we need to have like an if condition now. While true, if executes code. Oh, this is also nice that you can read this one here. Executes code if the condition is true. If can harvest, and then putting these two here. Harvest, of course. And then putting these one here. Or else. Doesn't matter, it's on this line. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think this is just better for me to keep track of everything. Then, what was it? Do a flip, right? Is this gonna make my drone wait a bit? Oh my god, it is working. It is not speed boosting anymore. Look at this. It's cutting very, very nicely the grass. Okay, while this is happening in the background, I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna check out... Oh, it's also not pausing. Perfect. So we're gonna check out all the other new things. This is done, and I'm kind of proud of that. We're gonna be able to expand. Expands the farmland and unlocks movement, which we can actually do. Or actually the grass upgrade. Increase the yield of grass. Should I get this one first? What's this? Unlocks planting. Unlocks the cost. Unlock cost is 50. Maybe we should start with the grass first because it's on this tier. But my god, there's so much here. The next one would be... Oh my god, debug. No, toolset with debugging pro. Oh my god. I'm gonna reach my limit today. No, this is just the beginning and we're learning. But I bet it's gonna get so much more complicated later on. All right. And then it seems like you're not just gonna harvest grass. You're also getting carrots and you're getting operators, arithmetic, comparison, logic operators. Okay, and then watering trees, debug. What's the last one? Dinosaurs? Majestic ancient creatures. You need 4,000 pumpkins so that... Okay. And auto unlock automatically unlocks things. Are these bones with 10k? Dictionaries? Get access to dictionaries and sets. Ah, sunflowers. There's so much to unlock. All right. Well, this is going to take some time. And I'm just thinking maybe I should expand the farm. But then I have to... Oh, no. That means if I'm expanding the farm, I have to move the drone, right? I have to tell the drone the way it goes. And plant unlocks planting. Then I need to say to the drone, you have to plant over there. There's actually a very not a similar game, but a very a very family friendly game. I actually forgot the name. Where you're also kind of coding, but very simplified. Very, very simplified. You're actually not typing anything. So this is my first coding game. I bet there is so much more of that, but this is very, very creative. Farming sim a bit different. All right. And then you're also having more information here, but I don't think I can check this one out. Oh, never mind. It's right here. And I just opened it several times, it seems like. First program, getting started, loading backups. Build and can harvest. Do you flip? Oh, do you flip? Next to drone, do you flip? This action is not affected by speed upgrades. Bulletins, items. Basically, this is all the stuff we've unlocked so far, right? Yeah, kind of looks like that. Grassland and soil. Grass will automatically grow on, and soil. A calling till turns the ground into soil. Wait, this is not what I've learned. Calling till again changes us back to the grassland. That's also a thing. Of course you want to plant things, right? Oh my god, this is going to get so complicated. I know this already in harvest. No harvest, we already had that. Hey, you have 173. We still need, what was it? 300, right? 300. It's not only just one debug, it is debug 2. Functions to temporarily slow down the execution, make the grid smaller, and timing unlock cost us 1k pumpkins. It's about time. Timing. I like the description. It's about time, of course, operators. A census, the drone can see what's under it and where it is. That sounds very useful. Everything is very useful, but I have to make the drone... I need to explain this to the drone by programming it. Variables, assign values to variables. Trees. Unlocks trees. You need carrots for that. All right, watering. Water the plants to make them... Oh my god, I have to water them as well? Of course I have to water them. It's not just... No, it's not raining here. Fertilizer, grow plants instantly. Sunflowers and power. And power. Pumpkins. Yeah, of course, you need pumpkins to get here. Then simulation. Test fast and under reproducible conditions. It sounds like I'm going to reproduce some bugs again. Lists. Use lists to store lots of values. Functions, define your own functions. And then we're going to go here. Utilities, unlocks, min-max, apps, and random. What is apps? Apps. Gotta check this out. And then import things from other files. Dictionaries. Get access to dictionaries and sets. Then leaderboards. Join the leaderboard for the fastest reset time. I don't need a leaderboard, right? But I think we have to get that. Maze is a maze with a treasure in the middle. Oh god, and the drone needs to find the treasure. Okay, dinosaurs, we already read that one. For some reason, there are dinosaurs in this game. And cactus. Polyculture. Use companion planting to increase the yields. Okay. Oh, you need to find more treasures. You need to find 800 here. Oh boy. And then cost allows access to the cost of things. And last but not least, automatically unlock things. There is so much. So much, and I bet it's going to get a bit more complicated later on, even for people who are able to write things in Python and they are maybe even bored at the beginning. You are probably going to get challenged later on. I'm so insanely sure about this. We're also almost done. I wish I can go faster, but I think we're good now, right? All right, let's unlock the grass upgrade. We've unlocked this one? Wait, what did I do? Why is this... Increase the yield of grass. What did I do? Wait a second. All the green ones are things I need to unlock more. I need to unlock. I can't even... Oh. Actually, I could do this again, but we're not going to wait that long anymore. So, is this changing anything here? No, right? No, it's not. Increase the yield of grass. We're harvesting 2 now, right? I don't know if we were harvesting just 1 beforehand. All right. Expands the farmland and logs movement. Unlocks. I'm so scared of clicking this, but we have to. All right, chat. Expand. Your farm has grown. It is actually bigger. And we have to tell the drone somehow it needs to go up or down and to the middle and move from every direction. Your farm has grown. The space is not much as if you can move the drone. So there is a new function, move, that moves the drone move. That moves the drone move requires that you specify the direction in which you want the drone to move. There are 4 new constants for this: north, east, south, and west. For example, move north will move the drone 1 square to the north. If you move over the edge of the farm, the drone will be moved to the other side of the farm. The following example code will keep moving the drone north and right back to the start when it reaches the edges of the farm. So while true, move north and also harvest and do a flip and everything else we've learned so far. Oh boy. I'm just thinking. Yeah, that's because I'm not very experienced. I was thinking, do I have to write this down here again? No, right? I think I have to combine this. And then I was thinking, if this is pretty good, but do we still need to do a flip? I actually don't think we need the else function anymore, right? I actually would like to try something out. So the tutorial was telling me if I'm saying move and then north, for example. Oh, no, that was the wrong one. North, this one. Closing this off. Will it go back again to the position? Plus, we don't need to wait anymore, right? Aha! This is actually pretty good. Actually, very, very good. I'm just wondering how often can I upgrade this one here? Oh, we can't even do that because we don't have enough. But the next one would be unlocks planting. And the upgrade costs are 50 hay. Okay. What is this now? Plant. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. All of the plants have to be planted with a plant function. The only plant you can plant right now is a bush. You can pass the type of plant you want to plant to the function like this. Plant entities, bush. But I don't have any other seeds, right? And then I need to use soil as well. Oh, this will plant a bush under the drone and call clear to reset the farm to all grass and reset the drone position. It seems that if you grow more than one type of plant on the farm at the same time, you can sometimes get a higher yield. You need to research polyculture to learn more. Where was polyculture then? Polyculture. Oh, that's one of the last. Okay, that's gonna take some time. So, we need to. So, do we need this window? Oh my god, I've got so many windows here. North, east, south. Okay, I don't think we need these anymore. I think we're a pro now, right? Now it's about the planting thing, but planting. Where am I getting what? From bushes? From trees, right? I'm so confused. Huh. Well, I could get this one now. In the next up. Oh my god. Okay, you're just getting more now. Okay. Yeah. I need to get the bushes. I need to tell this one somehow. Let's stop this and plant entities a bush. I gotta do that now. Yeah, I'm a bit clueless about this, not gonna lie, but you can't do much wrong because the game or the code will tell you, nope, this is not working. Luckily, we're getting immediately feedback. I think I'm gonna leave this one here, right? Now, I gotta tell, so we're gonna change this a bit. We're gonna say here, plant entities, and then what was it? Dot bush. I wonder if this is gonna break it also when you're writing it small. I'm not gonna risk it. Then if can harvest, so this should be fine, right? Let's see if this is working. It is working, but it's not optimal. This is gonna take 5 million years if I want to do this way. Yeah, this is not really optimal. Oh, we could use the else function here, right? Else. I can't write else. Else seems like I also can't say it. Then move north, right? Move. Oh, it's also stopping because move north. Yeah. Is this gonna work if I'm even though I'm saying this twice? It is. Oh, look at that. I think this is still not very much optimal. No. But now I'm not getting the wood anymore, right? No, I'm still getting the wood. Never mind. Okay, this is working. It is working, but I think you can do this cleaner. You can always do this a bit cleaner. Did we unlock more? Can we unlock more? Oh, but we need a bit more wood. Expand for 20. This also clears the farm. But then, I gotta move it a bit more, right? It's gonna be 1-3 field to 3x3. I don't know if I can do this one yet. I'm not quite sure. So, do I want to get the upgrade? That's the question. So, I'm gonna check out the skill tree again. Because we have a bit of wood now, right? I think it would be also. I'm gonna let this run a bit in the background while checking this out. I would say we're gonna get operators. That sounds so complicated. Arithmetic, comparison, logic operators. My mind is not thinking logically. That's the thing. And expand, yeah, could be also nice, but I think I'm gonna start slowly because that can be very overwhelming. This could be very nice to increase the speed of the drone 200 to 300%. So this is also a cheap upgrade. The next upgrade, it requires already the carrots. And I'm gonna get the operators, I think. Or should I get the debug? I'm gonna get the operators. Oh, I can't. Oh, I need more hay for this. I would like to go back to the point where we only had hay. Can I just yeah, that was my mistake from the beginning. I've learned. So when I'm doing this, I'm graying this out, and now it's just getting the hay first, right? Oh my god, this is going so fast. All right. Then we're gonna get it in a second. Even better. So we're gonna learn about operators and later on the debug. But I need a bunch of wood again, so I need to put it back again. All right, operators are here, and I can close this one. I am gonna remove this so it's also getting some wood for us. So operators, arithmetic operators, plus, minus, multiplier, divider, 2 dividers. What? Percent. Okay. What? Comparison operators. What the hell is this? Oh no, and the Boolean operators is also coming back again. Not and or. Note, all numbers in the game are floating point numbers. So all arithmetic operators are floating point operators. Those 2 slash icons are defined to just floor the number after the division. For assignment operators, you need to unlock the variables unlock. Introduction. Oh god, what am I reading here? Introduction. Operators allow you to compare, modify, and combine values. The arithmetic operators are used to perform common mathematical operations on numbers. The comparison operators are used to compare values. The result is always either true or false. The logic operators, also called Boolean operators, not and or, are used to combine truth values. And then there's arithmetic operators. Plus and minus are used for addition and subtraction. So actually arithmetic stuff, just like the name was already saying to us. So 2 plus 3 evaluates to 5, 3 minus 2 evaluates to 1. And then multipliers and dividers, division. 2 cross 3 evaluates to 6, and 4 divided through 2 or divided with 2 evaluates to 2.5. This does the same thing as the normal one, but the result is floored. Rounded down to the next integer. Okay. Evaluates to 2. I'm understand. Ooh, okay. The percentage is a modulo operator, also known as the remainder operator. It essentially divides the two numbers and then returns the remainder. You can also think of it as a repeatedly subtracting the right number from the left number until the remainder is less than the right number. So 4% to evaluates to 0, 5% to evaluates to 1, 6% to evaluates to 0, and 2% 6 evaluates to 2, and 1.5% 1 evaluates to 0.5. This is the power operator. So this is evaluating to 4, 2, and then multiply twice multiplier with 2 and the minus 5. And then 3 evaluates to minus 125. Very important. Then comparison operators. These symbols, so the equal symbol and exclamation mark and equal, are used to check if two values are equal or not equal. They can be used on all types of values. 2 equal to relates to true. Entities bush, and then exclamation mark equal. Entities bush evaluates to false. And then you're having this example with 3 exclamation mark and then equal 3 plus 1 evaluates to true. And then you're having these symbols here. Can only be used on numbers. They check if the left number is smaller or equal, bigger or equal, smaller or bigger than the right number. So yeah, you can see 1. Oh, it's going to be hard to say, so I'm just going to skip this one, but you can see what they mean here. So it's evaluating either to true or false. All right, logic operators. So you can definitely see this is definitely false. Logic operators not simply inverts the value. Not false evaluates to true. Not true evaluates to false. It's definitely needs some logic here thinking. And evaluates to true only if both values are true. True and true evaluates to true. True and false evaluates to false. False and false evaluates to false. Evaluates to true if at least one of the values is true. True or true evaluates to true. True or false evaluates to true. False or false evaluates to false. Okay. True to true, true, true. True or false evaluates to true. Question. How can someone do this for their living? That's insane to me. It's like I'm learning a new language. It's really the case. In the meantime, while I was reading this, we've probably got more things here. It's about the debug. And I'm kind of scared of touching this. I am going to quickly pause this one to get the rest of the hay. And we should get the debug function here, and then we can read a bit into this one as well. And now we come back again to this and checking this out. Debug. Oh boy, what did I do? Sometimes the code just doesn't work and you need to find out why. There are a couple of tools to help you do that. The first is to execute the program step by step. You can go into step-by-step mode with a button next to the execute button, or by setting a breakpoint. Breakpoints can be added by clicking on the breakpoint panel to the left of the code. To the left of the code. When execution reaches the line where the breakpoint is, it will automatically switch to step-by-step mode. When you move your mouse over a variable, its current value is displayed. The print function can also be very useful. It will write any value passed to directly into the air. To the air? Examples. Print 0.24. Print true or false. Print can harvest. Print the current position. Print get position X and then get position Y. The print function prints the value directly into the air and then to the output page. Writing into the air can sometimes be a bit slow if you want to print a lot of values. In this case, you can use the quick print function, which prints only to the output window. The output window also logs warnings and errors. If something doesn't work as expected, it can be useful to check that. And last but not least, when the execution stops, the output is also written to the output text file in the game folder. Output text. Really? Oh, my notepad just opened. Okay, this is cool. Okay. Oh my god. There's even debug 2 now. And timing. Is there anything else I can unlock? With hey, I could get sensors. But I need carrot. Oh no, I'm scared of carrots. I would have never thought I would say I am scared of carrots. Yeah, the first time. Or we're going now really all in and getting even an expanding or a field upgrade. That sounds very adventurous. From 1 cross 3 to 3 cross 3. I'm just going to do it because we have the wood. and I'm regretting. What did I do? I've got 3 windows now. Expand to your farm has expanded again. Now the tiles are no longer in a nice row, so you need to find a way to traverse the square grid. With the while loop, oh my god, I've got another loop. With the while loop, this is not possible until you unlock sensors and operators. It is time to introduce the for loop. Sensors? I read this somewhere here, right? Sensors are here. But I could get that one if I'm just working. No, this is what did they say? Variables? No, sensors, right? Operators. I do have operators now, but I need to get sensors as well. Technically, I could get that. But okay, we're learning step by step. You can read all about the for loop on the for loop page, but for now, you will only need it to repeat code a fixed number of times. So do n flips. For I in range 5, do flip. Range n creates a range of numbers from 1 to n minus 1, which is n elements in it. The for loop runs its loop body once for every element in the sequence. In this example, do flip will be called 5 times. Okay. The function get world size is also available now. It returns the side of length of your farm. This way you can write code that won't break with the next expand upgrade. Oh, that's nice. Get world size. So I don't need to explicitly write it down anymore. Okay, so this example harvest 1 column of the farm for any farm size. If you're stuck on trying to figure out how to move the drone around the farm, see the hint below. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice that they're actually doing this one. That's very, very nice. The next thing I would like to get is probably sensors. Even though it's probably going to overwhelm me. But anything else is not really upgradable except the grass speed. So, yeah, let's get this one. But... of course we need to run this one as well. Also, I'm gonna put this like this again, so we're getting this a bit faster. How much do we need again? 200, right? 200 unlock costs. 200. All right, let's do this one as well. Arrivals, carrots. I think that's gonna break my neck. I can already feel that. Alright, we're unlocking sensors. And I think I'm gonna pause this for a bit. At least I'm gonna do this one. Sensors. The drone can see now. The function get position X and get position Y. Return the current X and Y position of the drone. At the start position, they are both 0. The X position increases by 1 every tile towards east. And the Y position increases by 1 every tile towards north. Num items, so items return how many of an item you have. For example, num items, item say returns how much hay you have, and get entity type, get ground type returns the type of entity or ground that is under the drone. Do flip if you are over a bush. If get entity type, entities bush, do a flip. The none keyword is also unlocked now. None is a value that represents that there is no value. For example, a function that has no return statement will actually return none. Get entity type returns none if there is no entity under the drone. All right. Yeah. So I gotta move here though. And I think it would be better just to delete everything. I think it just makes everything a bit easier for us, right? I would say so. So oh god. Okay, we're gonna try this one. While true. For what was it with the range? What was this again? Expand, right? Oh god, I got so many windows. Yeah, the for I in a range, and then get a world. Oh god, get world size, and then we have to. It was 3. Okay, then move north. Okay, if I would be able to write this down. Of course, we need to harvest now as well. So if can harvest, then of course harvest, because that's what we're doing this for. And then we're doing another if condition here, because I would like to say, like, for example, this one, 675, right? I would like to get 675 to get another upgrade. So we can see after 675, we'll do something else. So if num items, 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 you need to write this in plural actually. Okay. Above 675, then please plant entities, grass. Oops. Else you should plant entities. I think I cannot leave a space here, right? No, it's not. Aha, it's changing the color. I think that's very important. Oh God, I'm gonna make so many mistakes, I feel like. So, all right, else you're gonna plant bushes. And now I would like to say move to the east. And I think now I have to write this together. Also here I just realized. Right? Okay, I hope this is working. Aha. This is looking good. What? Okay. You can also clear, by the way, if you're doing this. What if I'm saying go to south? South. And then closing it off, of course. Oopsie. Lots of oopsies. It's not working. South has never... Oh, because I did not write it right. Oh, south. There you go. Look how clean this is now. And this is gonna work until we're having 675. Hey. Okay. So we understood this one. We are also having this. No, we did not do the print one, right? No. I'm gonna leave this open. And then we're gonna close this one. And what was that? That's the position. That's the census one. Phew, okay. I really wonder how that's gonna work with the carrots. Really, really wonder, because that was gonna be the next step. Right, timing and pumpkin. It's about time. Unlock costs. Were we even getting pumpkins? Oh, over here. Oh, okay, carrots. Till the soil and plant. I need to tell the drone you need to till now. Oh, okay. All right, all right. So carrots are very crucial here. I see, I see. We're coming closer now to the defined one. But nothing is happening. Did I do a mistake? No. Oh, wait a second. I said 675 and now we're stocking up on the wood. Okay. This is how it works. This feels really good. I'm going to get this one. So the next round, the drone is going to be like, oh, wait a second. We don't have this. So we're going to start over again. Oh my God, this feels so good. Increases the yield of grass. I think this is having some infinity upgrade, I feel like. Yeah, definitely. We're able to get some carrots now. This is gonna be very fun. All right, let's see. Carrots. I'm gonna quickly pause this one. Before you can plant carrots with plant entities carrot, you have to till the soil. This will change the ground to ground soil. To till the soil, simply call till. Calling till again will change it back to grounds, grassland. Planting carrots costs wood, and hey, these items will be automatically removed when calling plant entities carrots. You can see the cost of any plant on its own page. Didn't think... Ah, no. No. Oh, why do I need wood for carrots? So I need to make sure that we are having everything ready. Luckily, that's the case right now. But maybe this is a good point to have another window. Is this the reason why you're having a window so you can run this program and clear it first? Is that the reason? Or can you combine everything together? Or graying it out? I would like to change a few things. First of all, let's say this is a pretty high threshold, right? Let's say this should be 300. And since hay is very important and also wood, we should probably change this one as well. So grass is important, but how can what is this exactly? If does the same thing else if condition. Wait, can I put this in between? Maybe this is actually working. Because I would like to do the same with wood. And why can't I take the wood here? Oh, because I need to write items. What? Wood. There are so many mistakes you can do. It's actually crazy. And then this should be probably also around 300, right? And then we can, oh, I gotta change this one. We're gonna plant bushes, entities, entities, and then bush. I'm closing those off. And then we're gonna change else now into carrots. I hope this is working this way. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see once we're trying it out. So the first condition is happening right now until we're having 300, which is happening pretty much soon with the hay. And after that, we should get some wood. Even 300. 300 is also a high threshold. Why am I not getting wood though? Ah, there you go. There you go. Now I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see if we're going to get carrot afterwards. I don't need to buy it, right? It's just we having it now. But wasn't there something with... You can plant carrots, you have to till the soil. Oh, I didn't till the soil. I don't think this is going to work then. To till the soil is simply called till. Coming till again, we'll change it back to grounds, grassland. I think we have to till the soil first. Buttons will automatically remove and calling plants. Okay, so we don't need to trade them or anything like that. Then I need to put here in between that we need to till the soil. But once the soil is tilled, wood and grass can't grow anymore, right? Wouldn't it be smarter to say, okay, one area is going to grow some grass and therefore hay is growing and also wood? Or can you combine that? Or should I get a bigger field? Yeah, okay, this is not working because it's not tilled. Okay, I gotta change something here. We have to change the else condition here to till the soil. So I'm gonna change this one here a bit, a tiny bit. If get what was it? Ground type, right? Get ground type. I can't write it anymore. There you go. And then of course closing it off. Exclamation mark equal. If I can find it. If I can find it. And then grounds soil. Oh god, am I doing this right? Then till this is preparing the ground, and then you should plant the entities carrot. I'm really curious if this is going to work now. Let's see. I've got an error. Ground has never been defined. You must assign a value to variable before using it. I think I need to define that one. Grounds. Did I make a mistake here? Grounds. Ah, now it's defined. Let's see. Oh my god, it's happening. Are we getting carrots now? It's growing? I was about to say, why is it not harvesting the rest? Okay. This way, we're making sure that we're getting hay, wood, and carrots. Oh my god. This feels so good. Okay. Then, while this is running in the background, maybe we can unlock even something new. And that would be, what do you want to get? Watering. What are the plants to make them grow faster? Do you want to get that? Upgrade cost, increase the yield in carrots, cost of carrots. Actually, we're always dropping down. I need to change the code for this one as well. Or trees. Unlocks trees. We need more carrots for this, right? Let's start with the watering. Water the plants to make them grow faster. That would be very, very nice. I think. All right. Water or watering. Plants grow faster when they are watered. The ground has a water level ranging from 0 to 1. The function get water returns the water level of the ground. It is over. The growth speed of a plant scales nearly from 1 speed at water level to 0 to 5 times speed at water level 1. The ground dries up over time. On average, it loses 1% of its current water per second. There's some random variance to this. Maintaining a high water level will consume much more water than maintaining a low water level. You can use water on your plants. 1 tank of water is automatically added to your inventory every 10 seconds. And upgrading unlocks watering will give you an additional tank of water every 10 seconds. A tank holds 0.25 water. Okay. And by calling use items water over any ground to water the ground. Okay, so this is the water here. And now we're also having water here as well. Used to water the ground by calling use items water. I got 7 here. Okay, wow, we're already having 170 carrot as 60. No, 20. Oh god. Okay. Technically we could even buy no. I need to change the code for this one. But we could buy trees. They're probably working like carrots, right? No, I think trees need to grow longer. Oh no, they need to grow longer. Plus there's, oh no, we can't afford that. You need to get pumpkins and pumpkins are here. So we should probably get the trees, right? And variables. Assign values to variables. That sounds a bit technical. This is like the technical side. Okay, I'm gonna destroy my brain today, but variables. Variables can be thought of as a name container that can hold a value. The operator is used to declare a variable and store a value in it. The variable name means value or equal to value. The left-hand side of the operator is the variable name. You can give it any name you want. The right-hand side is an expression whose resulting value will be stored in the variable. Declare a variable named a and store the value 5 in it. So a means 5 or equal to 5. And declare a variable named b and store the return value of can harvest in it. b is equal can harvest. Do not confuse the operator with this operator. The toEqual operator checks whether 2 values are equal and returns true or false. The equal operator assigns the value on the right to the name on the left. After a variable has been assigned, you can use it in the code to retrieve the value it contains. So a is equal to 5 for I in range a, do a flip, for example. The above loop is executed 5 times because a is set to 5. The I in the for loop is also a variable that is automatically assigned the current value of the sequence at each iteration of the loop. It doesn't have to be called I. You can give it any valid variable name. Variables also let you do the same thing with a while loop. A is equal to 5, I is equal to 0, while I is smaller than A, do a flip, and I equal to I plus 1. This does the same thing as the loop for above. We just have to increment I manually. Note that to increment I, we set it to be its value plus 1. Changing the value of a variable based on its previous value is something very common. It can be abbreviated using these operators. And then you're having plus equal, minus equal, multiplier equal, divider equal, and percentage equal. Okay, I plus 1 is the same as I plus equal 1. Okay, A equal A, divide 3 is the same as A, divide equal 3. These are a lot of information I need to progress right now. In the meantime, we are actually having so many more carrots. We should definitely also unlock trees to mess up my brain even more. Yeah. But otherwise, how are you getting these chests? I've actually no idea how to get them. Chests, unlocks, pumpkins, dinosaurs, maces. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And this is 400,000 bones and character. This is definitely getting a bit more advanced. Definitely. All right, let's unlock the trees. And you are getting some information here. Trees. Trees are a better way to get wood than bushes. Yes, I had a feeling. They give 5 wood each. Like bushes, they can be planted on grass or soil. Trees like to have some space, and planting them right next to each other will slow down their growth. The growing time is double for each tree that is on a tile, directly to the north, east, west, or south of it. So if you plant trees on every tile, it will take 2 cross 2 cross 2 cross 2. That is equal to 16 times longer to grow. Whoa, that's actually quite long. So this would be very important to expand our little farm here, right? You can also see an example here. Actually, I did not check them out so far. So you're getting like a hint here. So the percentage operator can be useful here. Remember that the percentage operator returns the remainder of the division. Even numbers divided by 2 have a remainder of 0, and odd numbers divided by 2 have a remainder of 1. So you can check if a number is even like this. Is even and return n percentage 2 equals 0. This returns 2 if n is even and false if it isn't. Okay. So trees are definitely way more efficient. I also said I would like to change the numbers here, right? Before I'm forgetting. We can technically, we're getting a lot of things now because I'm just talking and talking. We could get, no, I can actually change this. For fertilizer, they're going to grow even more faster. Sunflowers and power? Sunflowers and power. And pumpkins. I can't even get this one because I need to change this to 500. So one second, I need to get this to 500 in the meantime while I'm talking. But definitely need to get trees, and I need to expand my field as well, and I should efficiently water them as well because they're just gonna grow so much better with this. But I'm curious what they're gonna say about the pumpkins, or actually this is even more interesting to me because what does it mean, power? Sunflowers. I'm gonna put this a bit here to the side. Sunflowers collect the power of this. Oh, they're collecting the power of the sun. You can harvest that power. Planting them works exactly like planting carrots or pumpkins. Harvesting a grown sunflower yields power. If there are at least 10 sunflowers on the farm, you harvest the one with the largest number of petals, you get 5 times more power. What can we do with power? You can harvest that power. Measure. Returns the number of petals of the sunflower under the drone. Sunflowers have at least 7 and at most 15 petals. They can already be measured before they are fully grown. Several sunflowers can have the same number of petals, so they can also be several sunflowers with the largest number of petals in this case. It doesn't matter which one of them you harvest. As long as you have power, the drone will use it to run twice as fast. It consumes 1 power every 30 actions. Then moves, harvest, and plant. So the power is actually good for a drone. Definitely more efficient. Executing other code statements can also use power, but a lot less than drone actions. In general, everything that is sped up by speed upgrades is also sped up by power. Anything sped up by power also uses power proportional to the time it takes to execute it. Ignoring speed upgrades. I see. Okay. So this is why power is important. What is this sound now? Oh, that was the soiling one. I should also probably change this one to 1000 to get the fertilizer at some point. But I'm also really curious now about the pumpkins. I'm also curious about the cactus. So getting the pumpkin should be... Nothing is actually a problem. Just how are you getting this? Debug 2. How are you unlocking that? Polyculture, use command in planting to increase the yields. Were you unlocking this? Double word dictionaries. Is this here? Oh, functions. Oh my god, we're making it even more complicated now, right? Let's see. Functions. Use the definition keyword to define a new function. Okay. This is the function code. arg1 and arg2 equal false. You can use the call operator to call the function f42. Also see scopes to learn about local and global variables and functions. We gotta check this one as well. This seems like a bigger chapter, so my brain is gonna smoke a bit. Introduction, you've already seen built-in functions like harvest. You can also define your own functions, which allow structuring your code in a modular way. It basically allows you to give a name to a block of code so you can call it from anywhere you want. Function definitions. For example, you could define a function that moves the drone several times. And this would be like this. Okay. The definition keyword signals that this is a function definition. Move and dir is the name that the function gets bound to. This can be any valid variable name and will be used to call the function. N and dir are parameters. They are variables that hold the value that are passed into the function. These values are also called arguments. You can add as many parameters to a function definition as you want. After the two dots comes the code block that will run when the function is called. With the above definition, the following code then moves the drone 10 tiles north and 2 tiles west. Okay, let's see. Move and DRI 10 north and then 2 west. Oh, okay. When you see definition function, you should really think of it as a variable assignment like this. Function is create new equal to create new function object. Like with this, all assignments, you can't use the variables before it was assigned. The definition statement has to run before any function calls. This code will throw an error. Okay, return values. Use the return keyword to make a function return a value. For example, the following function defines the exclusive or operation. The exclusive or returns true if one value is true, the other one is false. XOR. Return a. Tuples allow returning multiple values. What are tuples? I gotta read this one as well. Then default arguments. You can also assign default values that will be used if no arguments are passed. Oh, this is so much to learn right now. Okay. Still think of tuples. An argument that has a default value cannot be followed by an argument that doesn't have a default value. Advanced function usage. Functions are values just like any other value, and the defined statement just acts like an assignment statement, assigning the function to whatever name you give it. This allows doing things like this. Okay. Do a flip and return. Here, the function calls the function f, which defines return a new function d. The second then executes the return function and performs the flip. I was always wondering. Now it makes more sense. Doing these sort of things is usually not a good idea because it's hard to see what's going on. True. Functions that take other functions as arguments let you get really creative. Then you can see this code moves the drone north 10 times and then uses fertilizer 10 times. You can be very specific here. Yeah, very, very specific. Okay, that's very interesting. There were two things I would like to read a bit more. A scope, name scopes. So this is this one. I'll check this one out. The code print 0 because did we have this one? Oops, I think so. Yeah, we had this one. Where was the tuple thingy? Oh no, where's the tuple? Tuple? What is a tuple? Oh, tuple is here. Tuples are a great way to combine multiple values in a single value. To create a tuple, just separate the values with commas. Tuple 1 or 2. You can also unpack them into several variables. Again, in the code below the tuple. This way. Is unpacked into two variables, A and B. Okay. Tuples can be indexed like lists. They're immutable and cannot be changed after creation. Print tuple. Okay. And this, this will throw an error. They can also be useful for returning multiple values in a function. Okay. I see. Yeah, I gotta change my code a lot now with including everything here. Are we able to unlock even more here? I still can't do this. We need to get pumpkins, and I think you are getting pumpkins now. There you go. Now we're able to get pumpkins with all the new things we've learned. Pumpkins grow like carrots on so planting them costs carrots. Okay, so we need to... I need to say now that I would like to at least have, I don't know, 300 carrots as well, like the other rest here. When all the pumpkins in a square are fully grown, they will grow together to form a giant pumpkin. Oh, that's cool. Unfortunately, pumpkins have 20% chance of dying once they are fully grown, so they will need to replant the dead ones if you want them to merge. The yield of a giant pumpkin depends on the size of the pumpkin. A 1x1 pumpkin yields a 1x1, which means 1 pumpkin. A 2x2 pumpkin yields 2 cross... Multiply, not cross. 2, 2, 2, 8 pumpkins instead of 4. And 3x3 is 3, 3, 3. So 27 pumpkins instead of 9. And then 4x4, that's 64 instead of 16. And n plus n pumpkin yields... Oh, okay. N multiply 5 pumpkins for n is bigger equal to 5. It's a good idea to get at least 5x5 size pumpkins to get the full multiplier. This means that even if you plant a pumpkin on every town in a square, one of the pumpkin may die and prevent the mega pumpkin from growing. That is very, very smart to do this here. Alright, that means this is getting quite advanced and I need to progress all the things I've learned now. And based on that, I have to change this one is here as well. Very important, very, very important is probably to expand my field here, which I can do already once. And I can probably... No, because I need pumpkins now. How does it look now? Definitely bigger now. Definitely. This code would also work here because the iron range is still the same. Get the world size. Makes it definitely a bit easier with everything. But yeah, there are a lot of things you can learn. This is a great game to learn Python, actually. And it's so logical. Everything makes sense. I just never had a proper look into it. And this is a good way to start learning, actually. One of the serious games, which are also making fun. Definitely. Definitely. So, as you can see, you're unlocking a bunch of things. And I think it's going to get... Yeah, this is going to get, I don't want to say complicated, but let's say it's going to get a bit more complex. It's offering for everyone something. It's beginner friendly, but it's also probably, I'm not that far yet, but I could imagine like mazes that sounds, and I just realized it. A maze with a treasure in the middle. That's the treasure you cannot unlock. You need to find that one. And I need to find this at least 1,000 times. Oh... That makes sense. Oh, this is very, very cool. That's actually very nice. And I also just realized the brown colors, that means, yes, I've got it, but they're offering you upgrades. So there are a bunch of things you can upgrade here as well. For example, the speed, which I'm going to do as well. I don't know what the limit is. We'll see. But this is really a really nice game to start learning. And the farmer was replaced. I hope you enjoyed this video game of mine or showcase of mine, because I know today was a bit different. Usually I am, let's say usually I'm not playing games where I'm learning here, but it took me some time. Of course, everything is perfectly coded here, but it took me some time and it was also very challenging for me. But there are a bunch of tutorials you can use for yourself and also learn. And the funny thing is, now it makes so much more sense. I definitely learned something, but I'm still wondering, how can people do this for their living? It's amazing. Everyone who's able to do this is a magician for me. And I mean, this is like learning a new language. It also takes some time, and you're not gonna be able to learn it within a day or two. You're not gonna master a language within a day or two. Never, absolutely never. Not a programming language, not a language you're speaking. So I just hope you could get a feeling of what to expect of The Farmer Was Replaced from a perspective of a person who doesn't know how to code. And now things are getting a bit more complex and I need to read so much more into it. And I definitely want to say thank you very, very much for watching me trying The Farmer Was Replaced. I really enjoyed my time. And I hope you enjoyed the showcase of mine too. In case you did and you would like to support me for free, you can do this by subscribing to my channel here, by leaving a comment down below, or even liking this video here. You can also follow me on Twitch at Phenexa, where I'm live streaming pretty much every day. Or you can be one of my coffee beans. You can see on the right side of the screen. Thank you so much to them for supporting me throughout this month with my content creation journey. I appreciate that. And also appreciate you for watching, and have a nice day.